Welcome to Next Week Now,
Woo!
Where everything's made up, and if I finish this sentence, it's copyright infringement. I'm fake news anchor and real-life funny man Keegan Zipper. This week, the joke is me, just like every week. This is what we missed. This is what we missed. The part of the show where I cover topics we failed to predict while adjusting our points for the predictions we did make. It's March 7th, and almost a month has passed since our Valentine's Day episode. And let me tell you, romance has never been more dead. Let's get started with what we missed. The Jonas Brothers are back, but are they pissed? Are they pissed? Only time will tell. The reveal kicked off with the release of their new single, Sucker. Surprisingly, not about how we're all suckers for capitalism's greedy reboots, but rather, it's just about romance, which has been resurrected by the brothers since I claimed it dead moments ago. The band also announced they have about 30 or 40 songs also recorded. However, the universe must be in balance, so in this shadow came the appropriate bad news to even out the cosmic seesaw that is the universe. Alex Trebek having stage 4 pancreatic cancer. News so devastating it makes us all feel what is sad for 200. Last week, Trump and Kim Jong-un sat down for a meeting of the minds that's only comparable to when your dog looks at itself in the mirror and can't tell that what it sees is a reflection and not just a dumber dog. At the event, North Korea asked for sanctions to be fully lifted from their country, and Trump had eaten a full meal that day, so he was awake enough not to just once again give a notorious dictator exactly what they asked for. However, he did tell the press that the murder of Otto Warmbier, a college student arrested and killed in a North Korean prison, wasn't the fault of Kim Jong-un. Like I said, the universe must have some balance. Trump was stated as saying, some really bad things happened to Otto. Some really, really bad things. Which is an interesting way to describe the torture and murder of one of your own citizens, but to each his own, I suppose. Netflix announced that there would be an adaptation of the Babysitters Club book series coming soon, which has many fans. The book's excited. If it's anything like the folks that my parents hired to babysit me, they'll be doing coke off the dining room table, trying to dye my hair purple with grape Kool-Aid powder, and vigorously having sex with men in the other room after locking me in my room, only to tell me after that if I ever let anything slip to my parents, I'd surely be dead by morning. Which is good, because serialized dramas have been needing a new anti-hero protagonist. This past Sunday was Clean Up Australia Day. They didn't. HBO released a documentary entitled Leaving Neverland. If you're hoping this is a sequel piece to the enchanting musical Finding Neverland, then you'll be sorely horrified when the documentary moves on to discuss Michael Jackson's grooming and abuse of 2 young boys. So far, the only people to say that this documentary is full of tabloids and lies is the Jackson estate and Piers Morgan, who is almost always wrong about everything in every capacity ever. Statues of Michael Jackson are being taken down, and a real discussion is happening about the former pop star's legacy. About 16 years after he was first charged with child molestation. The godless creation of Mayo Chop, a fusion of mayonnaise and ketchup, made by the Heinz brand, will soon be joined by its inbred brothers, Mayo Starred and Mayo Q. The latter is mayonnaise mixed with barbecue sauce. I only mention that because it took me a couple seconds to realize that. When asked why he'd allowed this abomination of a product to exist, God said, I quit on y'all a long time ago. Get wrecked, you stupid chimps. Last week we ended with too many points. 8,305 points to be exact. Frankly, all those points are giving me a headache, and I'm bad with stress. I'm giving these points a banish, and I'm going to give us negative 50 points. What? I didn't know y'all cared so much. With my responsibilities gone, it's time to update our previous stories. We predicted that AIDS would be cured by the Trump administration, which was pretty out there in all honesty. However, there has been a second man cured of the AIDS virus in the UK, and this has been great because the last things that we actually predicted was Trump calling African nations FCC redacted countries, and Papa John's being racist. That's not a hard prediction, though. However, it was in the UK, and I still have a shred of integrity in me, so I'm only giving us 50 points. We no longer have any points, and I'm frankly excited to see what's next in this step and what we missed. For now, let's move on to this devastating Yo Mama-sode.